Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood Armenian here with another video. Today I'm going to be covering 5 things I hate about my GR Corolla Circuit Edition. So I'm going to keep this intro short. Let's get right to the topic of the video. Let's start with the sound system and the quality of the sound system. So the Circuit Edition comes with the upgraded JBL speakers. It's 8 speakers, no subwoofer, but it does come with an upgraded amplifier. It's just not great for an upgraded sound system. It doesn't sound too crisp. There's just really no bass at all. You know, I played around with the settings. It just doesn't sound too great. Probably most people that are looking for these cars aren't looking for a sound system. It's meant to be driven, yada, yada, yada. But if the car is going to come with updated speakers or an updated sound system, at least do something. You know, it's just, even with customizing it, it's just not great. And as someone, I am an audiophile. I do like to listen to music when I'm driving. It ain't great. So if you're hoping for an excellent sound system or something even decent, this is just not it. So you're gonna have to upgrade your sound system if that's something you're looking for in this car. The next thing, which is kind of unique, is the seat height. So the driver's seat in this car, I have it on its lowest setting. It just feels like it's still a little too high for my liking. It feels like I'm sitting on top of the car versus sitting in the car, if that makes any sense. It's a little too high. I wish that I could go maybe like an inch lower to feel like I'm more planted in the car. A lot of GR Yaris owners had mentioned this, and I know there are seat lowering kits or brackets. I'm maybe potentially looking into that. But yeah, you won't be able to make it out, but I do urge you, if you are looking into getting this car, definitely sit in the car and go for a drive and see what it feels like. By no means do I mean the seat is too high in the sense that there isn't room in the car. There's plenty of room, even on the lowest setting or even higher up if I pump up the seat. There's tons of ceiling room in the car. That's not an issue whatsoever. Fitting in the car, I'm about 5'9", 5'10"-ish, somewhere around there. There's tons of room in the car. That's not the issue. It's more of the driving experience. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it's definitely something that kind of is annoying. It is something I can live with, but I definitely am gonna look to fix that at some point in hopefully the near future. So moving on to the next thing on the list is the trunk or hatch space in this car. Not much space at all, to be honest with you. As you can see, because of the way the setup is in this car, the battery is in the hatch of the car. They had to lift the trunk cargo area, as you can see here, and it doesn't leave much space at all in the trunk. Yes, I can put the rear seats down, I can remove this cover. It adds a bit more space, but there really is not much space if you're looking for this being your only car and you really do use all that space in the back. It's pretty limited. It's not a deal breaker for me because I do have another car, and if I really needed the space, I could put the seats down. I mean, for my day-to-day use and for the way I live. As a comparison, my Mark V Supra, there was a lot more space in the trunk than there is in the GR Corolla. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. There really just was way more space in the trunk of the Supra than there is in the GR Corolla. Not a deal breaker for me, like I said, but it might be for some of you if you're looking to get this car and you're trying to convince yourselves or your significant other, for example, that, you know, it's an excellent all-around car. Definitely take that into consideration and see if it will fit your needs or if there's just not enough space. Moving on to the next item, this could be minor for most people, I guess, but for a car in this price range, which is about $43,000, the backup camera quality is garbage in this car. I'm thankful there is a backup camera, and I know some people are gonna say, well, you shouldn't rely on that, yada, 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 but it comes with a backup camera. You can't deny the convenience of the backup camera. The quality of the camera just is garbage. It's pretty blurry. I don't think it's the multimedia display that's the issue, because the display looks crisp and clear. The navigation is pretty clear. I'm assuming it's the camera quality itself that's the issue. I played around with the settings. This is the best it's gonna get. Again, not a deal breaker. I wish it just was crisper. I don't even need a 360 view or any of that top-down view. I don't need any of that. Just a crisper display would have been much more appreciated. This isn't really a deal breaker for me, so I kind of just had to find a fifth thing that I disliked, just because it's not a bother for me, but I think it is for most people. The center armrest, or lack thereof. There is no armrest, as you can see here. There's just this kind of flat, not even cubby, but it's just kind of this area over here in the center area, which should be the center console. It's not a space thing for me. There's plenty of space in the car for me, in my opinion, as far as like storage goes, like glove compartment goes, or if I need to put keys or water bottles or anything like that. There's space for that. But if you're looking to rest your arm while cruising or driving, I can see where that's an issue. I haven't personally noticed it being a bother for me yet. I shift frequently in the car, and I haven't gone on a very long cruises on the highway that I needed to rest my arm. There are aftermarket kits that you can get that you can solve that, no problem. One extra thing that I will point out, actually, so 6 things if you will. They recently announced the 2024 model year for the GR Corolla Circuit Edition. There's a few features that come with the car, very minor changes, but the thing that I would have appreciated is the parking sensors all around the car, the front and the rear of the car. I really would have appreciated that in this car. I know most people, that's not a deal breaker, they don't care about that, but the fact that that could have been on the car and they waited one model year to implement that, that's kind of a bummer. I do wish the car came with parking sensors. I appreciate things like that. It just helps parking situations be a lot easier, you know, like city parking, city driving, things like that. I would have appreciated a lot more. So that's gonna do it for this video today. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd really like to hear what you all think about the car, what you all thought about my points. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate all the support. And if you are stopping by for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tons of GR Corolla content and just car content in general coming real soon. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, peace.